What's up, Get Better Basketball community? I'm Coach DeMarco, and this is Focus. I know you're going to love this Gonzaga set that comes from their box series. But before I break it down, make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to the Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. Now, let's focus in on this rip action from the Gonzaga Bulldogs. The Zags are going to come out the first play against a really good Texas Tech team that we know traditionally does not like to give up the paint and especially does not want to give up any post touches to Timmy in the low block area. Even with their new head coach, they really want to try to take away this middle area, as do many good defensive teams. So we're going to see the Zags start out in their box formation. The players are just getting into their spots. Timmy is here, Holmgren's up here, and you have our two players down here on the block. Bolton ended up having 5 3-pointers in this game, and I believe that's because the Zags really set the tone by getting the ball inside into the low post. So this is going to be a great set that you can use with your team if you want to try to get a paint touch in on the block. It's going to start with Holmgren setting a high screen here, which is going to cause Texas Tech to switch. They were switching any screens out on the perimeter. Now, Holmgren can shoot the basketball, and he's also dangerous when he catches the ball out in the wing or up at the top of the key area with space because he can drive and attack the basket. So this defender is going to look him up, knowing that he has some help in the paint right now. He's looking to make sure he does not catch the ball off of this screen. This player, and this is such a great design by Gonzaga, that was on this part of the block, is going to cut hard to the corner. So it's going to look like they're going to try to go right in here to this corner player. So this defender has to sprint out and defend this pass because they don't want to give up an open 3-pointer. A lot of action, a lot of movement in the paint simultaneously. Now they're going to take Bolton, who we know is a very good 3-point shooter. I think he has the most attempts and makes for Gonzaga this season. He was 5 for 10 on threes in this game. He's going to come and set a back screen for Timmy to now cut into the low block area, and they're going to look to dump it right inside, right off the get-go. So Gonzaga is going to set the tone with this box set. What I like about it is all the movement they're getting out of it. It makes it really tough for Texas Tech to help in the paint. Now, here's the back screen. If this defender goes and this defender goes, they're going to have Bolton coming off up to the top. They actually could have Holmgren and run a little bit of a screen-the-screener action here. They could have Holmgren set the screen and have him come off that screen to the top. They instead are going to look to dump the ball right inside to Drew Timmy, who's going to turn and get fouled on the block. The Zags run a lot of sets out of this box series. This is the first of many, but again, just look at the movement. We get a high ball screen. We get a cut to the strong side corner. We get a back screen, and then we also have potential screen-the-screener action. If these two defenders go too hard, we get screen-the-screener action. And if this defender has to come over the top, you can slip it to Holmgren off of that screen because this defender has now had to come out on Bolton, and you could slip it into Holmgren here as well. So a lot of options, but you're going to notice that as they look to go into Timmy, Bolton's defender actually does have to come off and help. This defender is in the way of Bolton, but you can see that right now Gonzaga said, you know what, we want to get the ball inside, first play, set the tone, dump it right into Timmy, and try to get a basket out of this. As I said, the other option could be some screen-the-screener off of this. Just a great play, simple in design, but a lot of movement, tough for the defense to defend. And there he is getting fouled. The Zags are going to go on to win this game, and it's due in large part to this great action that they used early in the game to set the tone. As the game goes on and they dump it inside, they're going to get a lot more opportunities to kick it out, which is why Bolton had 5 threes. I love watching the Bulldogs play for so many reasons. They do a great job getting out in transition and distributing the basketball, but they're one of the most efficient teams in the half court as well. They use simple actions like this one to get the ball inside early in the game and get fouled, establish the tone, and then they have opportunities to kick the ball back out the 3-pointers later in the game. Very well designed game plan by the Zags. And this is also a great box set that you can use with your team. Any chance you get to use a back screen puts a lot of pressure on the defense. And we saw that with the Zags right here. If you like this set, you make sure you hit that like button down below, turn on your notifications, and subscribe to Get Better Basketball YouTube channel for more great video breakdowns each and every week. As always, get better every day. I'm fired up about this great set from the Gonzaga Bulldogs, but I'm equally as excited about Dr. Dish shooting machines. Mention hashtag GBetBBChat or the Get Better Basketball chat for up to $300 off select Dr. Dish shooting machines. Give your team an opportunity to become the best shooters they can be using their Dr. Dish shooting machine.